Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, um, right now I'm gonna get into the teachings real quick. Buenos dias. Good morning, everybody. Yesterday, my energy was all kinds of jacked up. I tried talking to people. I don't think I was on my right. I guess energy. I was just way off yesterday. Today I feel better. Good morning, Vanessa. Um, Yesterday my energy was completely off. I don't know what it was. I didn't feel good. Um, yeah, I might take some time off. I was thinking that maybe tomorrow, because this weekend, sadly, I don't got my kids this weekend. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna spend time to decorate my house for Christmas. Her altars as well. So if anyone wants to send anything for decorations for altars, I'm gonna decorate her altars for Christmas. So tomorrow, I think I'm gonna dedicate myself to just sort of decorating the house. Um, I don't got my kids this weekend, so I'm gonna put up a tree. Maybe I got one of those fake trees in the garage, so I'll do that. But my energy's been off, so tomorrow I'm gonna take time to just sort of decompress, maybe mow the lawn because it's a jungle out there, and do something to make the house look better. Right? I've been fucking up with the out, with that. But tomorrow I'll still do all the things I do the daily. But usually when I don't have my kids on the weekends, I do lives. But I think tomorrow I'm just gonna dedicate myself to again decorating the altars and cleaning up the house so I can put lights up for a little bit. For the house, for the kids, for me, for her. So I'm gonna do that. If anyone wants to contribute to the beautification for Christmas process for the altars, inbox me, send your donations. I'll go buy stuff for the altar today or tomorrow. So right now, my energy is still a little bit off. I can't tell you guys why. It was off yesterday, big time. Today, I'm getting back on track. I might do like a cleanse earlier this morning. I was downstairs and I swear there's somebody in this house when I'm not because I could hear footsteps and everything. So there's a very present energy right now. Unfortunately, there was a family friend that that passed away. Um, oh, let's do that, Vanessa. Inbox me. Can you make the trip out here, or you want me to make the trip out to you? Then we'll go over the way the cleanse works. There was someone in the family, personal friend, that 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 passed, and he did it by his own hand. And I feel that maybe that energy has been around because it's not going anywhere. Um, Um, so that's been something that's been sort of maybe that's energies around. Um, Yolanda Lua, inbox me again right now today. I'm gonna do this live, then I'm gonna do a Spanish live, then I'm gonna go probably buy some decorations for the house and for the Christmas thing for the altars, and just try to be there. Tomorrow just decompress. David, maybe Sunday you want to come over and we could do the lawn. David always says, "Hey man, whenever you're ready, I'll help you." So maybe on Sunday or some shit. Nah, Sunday I got mass. We'll think about it. But David, thanks for the helping out yesterday. I appreciate you. Um, so I am gonna decorate the house for Christmas. I haven't. I've been lazy. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna put up lights tomorrow. I'm gonna put up all that stuff. Can you Santa Muerte can bring people back, and you can petition for that, Neliva. But it goes against sort of the free will aspect that God gives us. Sometimes when you ask for, like, let's say someone to be obsessed with you, you're taking away their free will. So it's a balance. So if you want to talk about that, you can inbox me and yeah, I'm gonna slump. Everyone like I I have and my kids are only here like on the weekends, and I might have them here for Christmas. So like I should put up lights and shit. You know what I mean? I should. Um, and I should do it for here for mother and our Santita. And I know today's Dia de la Virgen de Guadalupe again. So to the Guadalupana, still much respect and admiration. Um, and again, like I'll say this: I did a I did a video about La Virgen de Guadalupe about a year ago or 2 years ago about the connection to the Mexica Empire. Tonantzin was a goddess that I believe is La Virgen de Guadalupe. Like she snuck into the whole Catholicism thing. It's a very interesting sort of story where the Catholics get to the Americas and they build their first church over her temple, and then she appears, I think, disguised as a Virgin Mary type. Everything about her, um, like the colors, the stars on her cloak, the stars are all sort of placed in a way that only the Mexicas, the Aztecs, knew of this of these star systems at the time. And so I'm in the belief that Tonantzin crept into the Catholic religion disguised to take care of her people. So again, I believe that Tonantzin became La Virgen de Guadalupe and snuck into the Catholicism and took her temple back. So she took her temple back, by hook or by crook. So that is, again, I did a whole thing on it like a year or two ago. I should redo another one. Um, like maybe not today, maybe next year again. But again, it's a very, 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 very interesting sort of concept, and I believe it to be so. Again, like all the colors of the Virgen de Guadalupe are the colors of Mexica Aztec royalty, and everything on her cloak symbolizes star systems. And again, at the time, the Spaniards did not know about those constellations. Only the indigenous people of the Americas were aware of all those constellations. And if you see her cloak, and if it's been already established that all those stars on her cloak were real solar systems and stars from light years away that only the Mexica or the indigenous people of the Americas were aware about. So Tonantzin, look it up. There's not much about it like in a lot of places, but I feel that that's the case. She was very much the one that protected the indigenous people of the land, and she snuck into Catholicism and did it, and she's the patron saint of Mexico. So again, and she did reveal herself to an indigenous person. So again, there's lots of things that push me to believe that that's so. Hey, what's up, Joe Spooky? So do research or go and search the video for that Tonantzin I did. I don't know how you could find it. I got so many videos, but it's very interesting. I believe it to be so. Anyways, to La Guadalupana, beautiful feast day, and I'm gonna say this because I was no, not was, I am a big Vicente Fernandez fan, and I think a few years ago today he passed. And again, I'm a big fan, still to this day. So again, may he rest in peace. If you don't know who Vicente Fernandez is, then he was like the Mexican fucking Elvis Presley. I mean, he was, I think, as big as they come for ranchera music, for us Mexicans, and he was big in Guatemala and all of South America. I'm doing better, bro. I'm still not okay, 100, but I'm getting better. Um, So again, a big shout out to Chente, wherever he may be. Hopefully he's up in heaven singing La Guadalupana, Las Mañanitas. And again, I'm a big Chente fan. Ain't gonna deny that shit. Um when he passed away, it's like my uncle died. I don't know why I felt that way. It just was like that. Anyways, I'm going too far into my own personal fucking beliefs here. So again, today, big shout out to La Virgen de Guadalupe um, on her feast day. Again, I believe her to be Tonantzin, but that's just my opinion or my belief or what I feel. I could be 100% wrong, but I don't think I am. I don't think I am. Anyways, I'm gonna start with today's lessons, and today we're gonna go into a few things. Again, let me ask you guys a question, and I'm gonna open it up real quick. Is it hi? Oops. Hi, how are you, San Diego? Is it open to talk? Yeah. The daily teaching for the daily lecture that I do now daily. Are you guys interested in that, or should I skip that? Because I don't know if people really like it. It's more about how to be a better person without being too spiritual. How to make the right decisions, blah blah, like the energies. Is that something you guys like for me to do, or should I skip that? Have San Diego girls, she likes it. All right. You enjoy it? All right, so you guys like that then. You guys like that. All right. So again, I'm gonna ask you guys if you guys could do me a big favor. Um, when I do post them, go view it, like it. That way, I know that you guys like it. But I'll do it live right now. During the time that I do these things, if you guys give me some love, tap the screen, give me some corazoncitos, little hearts. I would greatly appreciate it. Um, it brings up my stock. And if you could share the live, that'd be even better. If not, don't worry about it. I'm gonna say something funny. My niece's birthday was on the 10th of December. I picked up my kids and I went over there. She turned 6, my niece. So very happy birthday to my little niece. But my other niece was there. And my other niece, she's married. She's about 28, 29 years old. And she goes, you know, Tio, like everyone knows you're my uncle, like at work. Like I'm like, how the fuck do they know I'm your uncle? Like I guess I pop up and all like her coworkers like see my lives, and I'm like, how the fuck do they know? Like I felt bad. Like I'm are you embarrassed that that I'm your uncle? And she's like, no, I'm not embarrassed. It's like they always like I guess it's like, oh, that's your uncle. Like I don't know if they tease her or whatever. And I'm all like, well, tell them, man. Like if they keep fucking with you, your uncle's gonna get them. And she's like, "Oh, I'll tell them. But it's funny because I guess she gets shit for being my niece, or they give her a hard time. I apologize if if I make her day a little bit rougher, but I don't know how they found out that was my niece. You know, I don't I don't know. Maybe they saw me at a party or something that they had, and who knows? And maybe they caught my live somehow, but they know I'm her uncle. Uh, yeah, it's weird new attention for her. I was like, too bad, Mika. Like, let me know if they fuck with you. Like I got you. Anyways, I thought that was a cool little story. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but what got you into the Santa? I was a youth in sort of bad ways, and I was in some trouble, and someone led me to someone that could help me, and they did, and it was through this kind of spirituality, and ever since then I've been with her. You know what I mean? Summary of Santa Muerte goes like this: God created life, death soon followed. God created the death energy as a balance. Santa Muerte is Anubis, Hecate, she's Azrael, she's all the death energies. I think that they're all one and the same. It's just she gets packaged for different generations, different cultures, different timelines, And even through translation, I think her name has changed through translation. There's always been death as a veneration since the beginning of humanity. So whenever I see a death deity or death god, I can always recognize the energy. So I feel that it's one the same. It's just, again, through the transition of culture, of evolution, of different empires, different timelines. I think that the name changes, or the gods or God and his cosmic beings present themselves in a light in which the locals can best relate to them, if that makes any sense. So I think that death has always been part of our upper echelon. Yes. But death is a balance. Death is the promise of God to return back to the energy. And without death, there would be no balance. Um, if there was no death, there would be no balance. And again, it is, if you go against death, you sort of go against God's will. Anyone can go to Ernest Isaacs. Anyone. Death is universal. Death is not just a Latino thing. Last time I checked, somebody fact checked it last time, that Mexicans ain't the only ones that die. I think we Googled it, and I think everyone does die, right? Right? I think it was Josie that Googled it for me. She might be here. So the last time I checked, right, Josie, you Googled it. And I think Mexicans are not the only ones that die. And I think she confirmed it with Google. Um, right? Um, hey, so it was confirmed. And hello, Dre Dog. It was confirmed. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, anyone that venerates death is welcome. Santa Muerte welcomes all, with no regard for color, origin, even current religion. Hello, Angie. How are you? Um, no, no, no. I'm being sarcastic, bro. I'm being funny because, again, I think it's a very funny thing when people say, "Oh, she's just for Mexicans or Latinos," and the way I explain it to you is, we're not all. Look, we're all foreigners to this land. I mean, again, like, we're made up of European and indigenous blood. We're mestizos. So again, culture, color, religion, death comes for us all. So it's good to be on a good side. What has this worship gotten me in life? An extended life. I was due to have died a few times, Mr. E. I've told the story before. I had a heart condition. One day to another, my heart got fixed, didn't need open heart surgery. Um, it was a very peculiar story. And again, I've told it many times. I'll tell it again, sooner or later. But long story short, there's been multiple times where I think my life should have ended, and it didn't. I prayed for my dad's cure, and he's well. He beat cancer at his late stage in life, and he didn't have much of a chance. And he came out of that unscathed, didn't lose no hair, like, cancer free. Like, there's been lots of miracles that I witnessed. And again, people will say, "Oh, well, the doctors were the one that cured your dad." Yeah, but through the grace of God and Santa Muerte, because I the only confirmation I needed for that is on August 15th, her veneration day, her day where we celebrate her, Santa Muerte. I got a call from my mother saying my dad was cancer free. That's all the fucking shit I needed to know on that day. Um, oh really, Wavell Seasons. Tonan, yep, there you go, Tonancin. And again, today is her day. I think La Virgen de Guadalupe. I think it's Tonancin. I was talking about that right now, Andrew Mejia. Tonancin, I think, is La Virgen de Guadalupe. So again, there's a cool story behind that. I'm glad you mentioned her, Andrew Mejia. Um, anyways, I'm gonna start with today's teachings. Jesus loves you too. Jesus loves all of us. All right. That's all love. Again, if you notice, Jesus is on my altar. God is on my altar. I feel that. I know everyone sees this and sees something demonic or malicious or malevolent. You know, death isn't the villain of this story. Death is the salvation that God sent to us. Yeah, it's August 15th. August 15th is her veneration day. And then also I celebrate her on November 2nd as well, Dia de los Muertos. So I venerate her more so, or not venerate her more, but I her day is August 15th. Well, again, Mr. E, everyone will always refer to the Bible, but there's more than just the Bible. There's, you know, the Mexica Empire, the Purapechas, the Mayans, you know, even the Greeks, the Egyptians, um, the Scandinavians. Everybody worshiped death in their own way, and there's scripture on it. Again, every warrior nation, every nation before, every other religion in scripture always speaks of death. Again, Anubis, Hecate, Azrael, Miquatutuil, um, um, oh my God, I'm Kali. So death is not a new concept just because Santa Muerte is here. Every culture, every spiritual practice, every religion has acknowledged that energy. So again, it's just that with Catholicism and Christianity, they're always looking to villainize things so they have a energy that they can sort of scare you with. Um, yes, she loves gang bangers too. I was a gang member. She accepts us all. And today's lesson about her is how she chooses her devoted children. Um, Jack the Reaper is my guard. He appears in my photograph. He is a man, not a woman. Okay, cool. You wouldn't think. Okay, hold on. Pecate. You wouldn't think that it was that culture, civilization had the power of the creator. They would. Yeah, we should accept each other. That's well said. Hey, Katie. Well, look again. So death isn't everything. Death isn't all. And again, death appears both in the male and female form. She has. I feel that the death energy has many faces. The one I came to really, venerate is this one. But I think they're all the same. So, saludos. Um, Así es más fácil de explicar. Apareció el día de mi cumpleaños. No, pues qué bonito. So, how do you start worshiping? You start just by praying, talking to her, and introducing yourself. I have many rooms dedicated to her in this house. This is my room. This is actually, I sleep right here, but I got many altars throughout my house. Saludos hasta Uruguay. Gracias por estar aquí. All right, so look, I'm going to start with today's teachings. David's been here. David's been in my house. The entire front room is dedicated to her. My entryway, there's nothing but statues and altars for her. Inbox me, Abel Quintero. Thank you, Junior 303. Good. I'm glad, David. Your altar's looking better. That's good shit. How's the energy? Again, David's been here. He hasn't been to this altar room because this isn't my room and it was a fucking mess when they were here. But he sees, I mean, he could tell you like how many statues do I have in the front room. Thank you. Um, like I don't know how many statues I got in my house. I gotta count them one day. But again, from the moment people come to my house, her presence is pretty evident. Inbox me, Abel. Let's see what we're gonna do. Appreciate you, David, for real. All right, so I'm gonna start today's teachings. Um, Here we go. Here we go. You guys ready? Well, that was the point. That's why you got some of those, because I don't know if you noticed ever that white one was actually on my altar, bro, for a good minute. So I wanted you to have some of this energy. I wanted you to have some of this calming presence that you experience when you're here. That was the whole purpose of it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to, like, I feel like you deserve it, bro. You deserve to have peace of mind. You deserve to have an energy that calms you. You deserve it. So that's was the purpose of that. You know what I'm saying? Um that's why, you know, that one was for you. It was a white protection Santa. You know what I'm saying? Hi, happy Friday, Nat. So again, without saying too much, I don't want you guys to get jealous, but like David was here and him and his sister fixed a statue for me. They fixed her. She was in, I don't know, 100 pieces, and they fixed her. And I was very appreciative. I gifted David a white Santa Muerte from my altar. Um of As a thank you. She fixed the other one, the little one already. Oh, cool. And they took the other one to fix. So I mean, I gave David one of my statues as a thank you for fixing her. And again, like, I'm gonna say this very clearly. I don't really give out my statues. I everyone, I don't give them out. I don't even fucking like to sell them. But I felt very inclined to give them statues because of what they did. Um, if I worship money, I would have. Nah, I don't worship money. That is a very misguided comment. To me, it's a big deal, bro. I worship the death energy and God. Nah, I don't worship money. If I was worship money, I'd be balling by now. I'd be fucking driving a nice car. I drive up a fucking beater. Yeah, if I worship money, it'd be a different situation. What does it mean, dream of la Santa Muerte Negra? That means she's trying to protect you, or there's something coming, because she's a protective energy. I worship death, yes. I worship death. I worship the death energy. Death is a natural part of life. It's a progression into the next spiritual chapter that we are gonna fucking face. So yeah, I know it seems a little bit taboo. There's nothing taboo about it. She's a protective energy. David, I'm gonna use David as an example. David got baptized into, you know, I think it was another religion, but he found he's finding his path. And again, like, to me, it doesn't matter how you get to God, it's getting there. Um, there's many roads to perdition. There's many roads to salvation. There's many roads, and there's also many cultures that go along to that same road. So I feel that we should be respectful of one another's decisions, spiritually, religiously, whatever. Do you know why I get a cigarette smell beneath my nose constantly? It could be something related to her. Are you devoted? The white one is usually because peace and calm, Joe Spooky. Yeah. The Oh, David, Dex. Thank you, Dex. Dex is the person that notified us of that statue being abandoned and broken. David, and Ariel took her. They're fixing her right now, Dex. They're gonna fix her. So thank you, Dex, so very much for that. ¿Qué onda, güero? Thank you so much for letting us know that that statue was abandoned and broken. She's being fixed right now, or she will be fixed in a few days, weeks, who knows. There's no time limit. As long as she comes back to us, good. Uh, can you work with her if you're not Hispanic? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Do you give her tequila usually? ¿Qué rollo con el pollo? El calizonian. All right. Yeah, maybe she's asking for more liquor. All right, then you're good. She likes tobacco. She likes alcohol, mezcal. She likes Mary Jane. She likes candy, chocolate, roses, candles. If you need help, Saira, inbox me. All right, so I'm gonna start with today's teachings. Then I'm gonna go into the teachings of Santa Muerte. I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you guys this. Oh, you can give her coffee. Give her coffee. Um, I'm gonna do the teachings, right? Then I'm gonna do it in Spanish in the afternoon. I'm gonna say this when you guys, like I try to make time for everything. Right now, my energy's a little bit off. Um, so today I might do minimal calls or calls where it's just sort of follow ups. Um, I'm gonna get my energy realigned again, and then I'll get back to calling more people. All right. Um, oh, that's beautiful. The euphoric potato. All right, so right now I'm gonna get into these teachings, and again, these are more as a. This one is meant to be more of a teaching on how to be a better person, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and all that good stuff. All right. So during the lives, all right, David, thank you. Oh, Stormy, inbox me if you're depressed. We'll get you to that depression. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the comments so I can do the teaching of the day. Then we're gonna get into the Santa Muerte teachings, okay? Which is like a beginner's guide to be devoted, or at least get information on her. Today's topic will be how she chooses her devoted children, okay? And you don't gotta be Mexican. You don't gotta be, mestizo or anything. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. During the again, during the moments I do the teachings, I pause or stop the comments, and only the people that are subscribed to me. Thank you so much, baby girl. Dom, may you be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. Thank you for that. Feskier. Thank you so very much. So during that time when I'm talking or doing the lectures, I stop the comments so that people cannot come in here and ruin our energy. Thank you, baby. Oh, I got a SpongeBob. Maybe blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. And during this time, again, when I'm doing these teachings, please, if you like what you hear, please give me hearts. I appreciate the gifts. I do work on donations, so every little bit counts. This is very time consuming. It's what I do. I do nothing else besides this. This is how I pay my bills. So I do appreciate it very, very, very much. All right. So look, I'm gonna get into it. Then between each teaching, I'll stop for Q&A. Cool? Cool. All right, we're gonna start now. Here we go. So I'm turning off the comments. That way you can comment if you're a super fan. But again, sometimes when I'm doing these things, people come in and they try to be rude or obnoxious. So I'm not gonna tolerate that right now. All right, here we go. La Santa Muerte daily teaching. Oh, this is not the one we're gonna start with. My bad. I do the other one first so we can talk about it, and then we go into this. This is gonna be a sermon of the day. Sorry. Daily Spiritual Lecture, December 12th, 2025. The energy of this day is direct, honest, and demanding, but not harsh. It asks you to step into responsibility for the life you are creating. With both the sun and moon in Sagittarius today, It is about a belief system, personal truth, and a direction of your life. This is not emotional chaos energy. This is clarity energy. This is the kind of day that asks one serious question: who are you becoming? And are your daily choices supporting that? Let us begin. The psychological or the psychology of chance and change. Human beings do not change because they are inspired. They change because they reach a moment of internal honesty. Most people already know what they should do. They know what habits hurt them. They know what choices weaken them. They know what patterns are repeated. What stops change is not lack of knowledge, it is lack of courage. Today's Sagittarius energy brings this truth to the surface. You do not need a new belief system. You need a new standard for yourself. Real change happens when your values become stronger than your impulses. When you stop asking, what do I feel like doing? And start asking, what kind of person would do this? This shift changes everything. The Sagittarius energy, direction over drama. Sagittarius does not deal in confusion, it deals in direction. Today's energy cuts through emotional noise and says, choose where you are going. Not vaguely, not someday, not when things feel easier. Choose now. Because every day you do not choose consciously, your habits choose for you. Your spending habits choose your financial future. Your eating habits choose your physical health. Your thinking habits choose your mental state. Your emotional reactions choose your relationships. Your discipline or lack of it chooses your destiny. God gives you free will. Santa Muerte gives you consequences. Together, they teach responsibility. The core teaching of the day. Today's universal lesson is this: you cannot build a better life with the same mindset that created the current one. Transformation requires discomfort, not suffering, but discomfort. Discomfort of self-discipline, discomfort of honesty, discomfort of accountability, discomfort of letting go of old identities. Most people want change without change. They want results without effort. They want growth without correction. But life does not work this way. If you want a better life, you must become a better version of yourself. And that version does not appear by accident. Building a better life. Today is a powerful day to examine your whole life. Spiritually, do you live your values or only speak them? Do you act with integrity when no one is watching? Emotionally, do you regulate your emotions or do they control you? Do you react or do you respond? Mentally, what thoughts weaken you? What beliefs limit you? What excuses have you normalized? Physically, do your habits support your energy or drain it? Do you respect your body or neglect it? Financially, do you plan or do you avoid? Do you respect money or fear it? Do you build for the future or only survive the present? These are not judgments, they are mirrors, and mirrors are tools for growth. Humans resist change because the familiar feels safe, even when it's harmful. We cling to habits because they protect us from uncertainty. We repeat patterns because identity feels stable, even when it's outdated. But here is the truth: your identity must evolve, or your life will stagnate. You cannot keep being the same person and expect different outcomes. Growth requires a form of death, the death of old thinking, old habits, old excuses, old limitations. This is where Santa Muerte's wisdom comes in. Endings are not punishment, they are preparation. And God does not ask you to be perfect, He asks you to be responsible. The decision point. December 12th is a decision day, not a day of wishing, not a day of hoping, a day of choosing. Choose discipline over impulse. Choose truth over comfort. Choose direction over drifting. Choose growth over stagnation. Small choices done daily create massive change over time. Now take a steady breath. Inhale clarity. Exhale excuses. Inhale responsibility. Exhale fear. Inhale purpose. Exhale distraction. Say within yourself, today I choose to live with intention. I choose growth over comfort. I choose responsibility over excuses. I choose to become the person my future requires. This is how lives change. This is how people rise. This is how transformation becomes real. All right, I'm gonna open it up for Q&A or whatever you guys want to do for a little bit. Then we're gonna continue to the next teaching of Santa Muerte. Okay. So today's a day to stand firm on the person you want to believe. It's a day to change your direction. Today's energy supports you deciding enough is enough. It's a day where you can start to change to become the person you're meant to be. A lot of us do the same thing over and over and over and over and wonder why we have bad luck, bad relationships, we're broke, but we don't change our belief systems or our habits. Why, Brian? You good? Don't worry, man. You're here when you can. You're welcome, Grace. That's what we're trying to be here for. So when we stand at the base of change, we sometimes stay in the same lane. Well, here we go, a girl named Jewel. This is where you change. This is where we can hold each other accountable. What changes must you make in order to be a better version of yourself? Only you can answer those questions, but we can hold you accountable or we can help you to transition. So if people do need spiritual guidance or help, I am here. Call me a guide, call me a spiritual advisor, call me a fucking life coach if you want to, and we could fucking write it off, right? But whatever it is, we're here to help you. And I say we because I'm not here by myself. I'm here with the energies. You know what I mean? Well, Michael Mena, I'm here. So again, I'm here. Again, today's the day to decide who you want to be tomorrow. It don't gotta be the same person that stands before you right now. All right, Stormy, I'm here to help. I am not the same person I was when I was 16. I'm not the same person I was when I was 21. I'm not the same person that I was when I was 35. I'm not the same person I was probably last week. We keep evolving. We keep growing. We keep changing. And again, sometimes we refuse to change because we fear the unknown. We fear what can happen. We fear sometimes our own success, or we fear failure. Some of us stay put because we're conformists. We're complacent. We like that we have no expectations. We don't let ourselves down. We don't let no one else down. Start living to your full potential. Start living for the better version of yourself. Not just for you, but for the people around you. Your kids, your family, your parents. Everyone wants to see you rise. You fear your own greatness sometimes. You fear the responsibility of being a better person sometimes. Sometimes we got to put that fear aside and grow to the extent in which God intended us to grow. Make sense? Any questions? Any comments? Oh, that's beautiful, Brian. I want to see. Anything to add to that? You guys got anything to add? Any questions or any comments? You never start learning, Vanessa. You never stop learning. Whoever thinks they know it all, they're full of shit. Because spirituality is a constant growth, ever evolving. I recommend to be here, Vero Noriega. There's lots of misinformation out there. So look, if you're new, go to my series of for beginners. There's a video things that I'm doing. We're on day 9. Start paying attention to yourself as well. Follow your intuition, what feels right. And I feel something led you here. So again, go check out the videos. And right now, we're going to do another teaching how she chooses her children. I had a dream. I saw Santa Muerte statue in a red robe with different colored ribbons on her side in my friend's house. Diva, does she have a statue? Was she devoted? Or maybe she's calling you. You know what I mean? Órale pues, Brian. So what do you guys think about today's teaching? Good, bad? You think it's bullshit? Or you think it's something you could take with you? I don't like the books out there, Vanessa. I don't like them. I don't like them. Well, maybe she's calling you, Diva. She's calling you most likely. Thank you, a girl named Jewel. If your mom doesn't allow you to have it, honor her wishes. If you live with her, you know what I'm saying. If you live in her house, you gotta honor her wishes. You can still pray to her, right here. Thank you, baby girl Dom. How to pray? Talk to her first. Introduce yourself. Let her know your intention. Be honest. Be sincere. Pray to her or talk to her like she's your grandmother, your favorite tia, your mother. She's that kind of energy. Um, Thank you, Brian. Good. Thank you. No, Vanessa, you were a blessing to me because again, without you, we wouldn't have been able to get that statue home. So you've been a good person to have around, and since you found me or I found you, nothing but good things have been happening. You know what I mean? I feel that we're all gonna be blessed for saving that statue. From Dex to you and everyone that's been here supporting it. I feel something good's happening. So thank you so much. Um, no, there's not a rerun. Yeah, she works with ancestors. Our ancestors are always looking for us and always they're always working in our favor. I say it because it needs to be said. I'm gonna say this and I say this often. Sometimes the energy of the day is the same as the day before, but the energy speaks to it. You know what I mean? Like the energy, I could say this 100 more times, and people probably won't even get it. You got to drill it into people. I'm sorry if that's the way I feel, but that's the way they feel because we don't fucking listen the first time. If we would listen to the first time we heard something, we wouldn't have so many fucking issues. That's the truth. I'm the kind of person that I read the energy, and if the energy is the same from yesterday, because it's the same moon, the same sun, the same placement, it's going to have the same message because it's something that people need to hear. And what's funny again, I've told people 1 time, 2 times, 3 times the shit they need to do, and they don't fucking do it. What's up, Jayla Rose? So again, it's something that I do often, and I try to be as honest as possible. Look, we talked about this before, and we're gonna keep talking about it, and we're gonna keep talking about it till the energy says not to no more. And here's the funny part. Every day I say it, I feel something needs to be said differently. I'm good, Frank. Feeling better today. Yesterday my energy was all fucked up. Uh, how do I know if any other deity is calling you? You would know. Again, I can't speak about other deities or other things. I only speak about what I know. You know what I mean? I know when she's calling you, it's a very strong pull. It's a very strong presence. It must be the same for everything else. Will she find what she is looking for and leave you alone? Who? Talking about who? Jalen Rose. Yeah, some lessons got to be drilled. No, no, no. I know. I know you're not the Calizonian. I know you're not. Will she find what she's looking for and leave me alone? I'm gonna do it today, bro. I have finished it. I haven't fucking dotted all the I's and T's, but I will do it today, bro. I owe you. Your egg donor, yes, Jayla Rose. Will she leave you alone? Yeah, she will. That's cool too, though. For work, 4K work. Um, it doesn't take much to venerate, right? You don't need an altar. You don't need a statue. You can just pray to her. You could have a bracelet. You could have a little card with her image on it. It doesn't matter. Um, I have all this because it's been over time. And I'm gonna say this. This is my house. Ain't no one gonna tell me what to put in my house. The day you have your own house, you can probably do the same thing. But if you live with your moms, always be respectful of moms, no matter what. They think they're trying to protect you, but they don't understand her energy. Um, Thank you so much, Wavy Seasons. Oh, if you make art for her, let me see it. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, thank you. I don't change them until they break, Vanessa. I'll be honest. I put them on and they stay on. I don't even fucking like. I don't remove them when I shower. I don't remove them any time. Um, this one I've had for years. This has been on here for years, literally years. It's hanging on by a fucking thread, but it's still on. You know what I mean? Um, there's certain things I won't change. Like when I put a bracelet on, I just leave it on until it ruptures or breaks. I'm not a fancy kind of motherfucker. You know me. You've seen me. I don't value um pretty shit. I value shit that's gonna do me right. You know what I mean? Beautiful way. I wanna see if they're like this. I'll burn them, or I'll take the things I can use and do it for something. Like this is made. Oh, where's it at? Oh, I didn't even put it on today. My collar is made of all bracelets and rosaries that I've broken off. This is made out of all spare parts that I've had. Um, and again, I always reuse them for something or another. You know what I mean? Usually when something breaks like that, I always feel it's spiritual attack, and they took the hit for you, Scuba Steve. Yeah, I don't. I try to be as humble as possible for real. Hallucinating and saying that my house has bed bugs. I don't fucking have bed bugs. People just be crazy. All right, Nova, thanks for being. All right, so we're gonna move into the Santa Muerte daily teaching. All right, this is gonna be the teaching that I do about how to become a good devotee and all that stuff. So you have charms. I have a bracelet that broke and cleansed the charms and keep them on. I do the same thing. I don't just throw them away because they're spiritual. To me, they're spiritual artifacts to me at this point. If something breaks on me, the only reason I throw it away is if it falls and I can't reach it. I had a bracelet break one time, and the parts and pieces fell, and I couldn't find them. That's the only way I won't. Well, she's pulling your hair for something. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome, Jayla Rose. I'm always here for you guys. I try to be. Um, Here's the thing, Tuto. Tell her that it's a good energy. If you need me to talk to her, I will. Shit, I've talked to people trying to convince people, but I mean, it depends how old she is. She could be old school and think it's evil. Shit, bring her to a live. I don't know. Like, if I could do anything to try to sway her, maybe that could be a thing. Brawl built her altar, but she's very religious, extremely. Well, I believe in God, bro. So I don't know if I've convinced people before. I don't know if you want me to talk to her. I might make it worse. You know what I mean? I don't force this upon anybody. I really don't. My kids, they know they have free will. They don't have to. They don't have to grow into this. They can grow into whatever they want. Like I said, I'm not here to ever try to convert people. I'm here to try to educate and share whatever it is I know. It's not meant to be like, oh, this is the only way to God. And blah, 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 blah. Nah, I don't do that shit. You know what I mean? I don't do that shit. I know a lot of people do that shit. I don't. Um, I'm right. You're wrong. Blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not Catholic. I I'm not Catholic because I dissociated myself from the church due to all the bullshit that I figured out they did over the fucking course of humanity. So I'm very disgusted by the church, not by the people. How old are you, two toes? Many blessings onto you, Marty E475. All right, so look, I'm gonna get into the next. Yeah, you know what? All right, Chris, look, you're almost gonna be a man, but even when you're 18, it doesn't matter if you live with your moms or pops or whatever. You gotta respect their dwelling. Like if you live with them, you live with them. If they live with you, that's different. But as long as you live under their roof, you're still their son, and you should respect their wishes. Now um, you can try to convince her by showing her deeds. You know what I'm saying? But I've there's been people here before that ask me the same thing as you do, and people have talked shit to me. Oh, nah, he's 17 or 18. They should do what they want. Like, no, that's not the way this shit works. Always respect your mom and pops. That's just it. Um, well, here, then you're halfway done. Your dad's there. Just convince your mom and the things like I was a bad kid, right? So my mom thought this was gonna be for the worst, but it turned me into the right step. My mom asked me for help now. My mom asked me, "Hey, ayuda a tu hermano, help your brothers, help your sisters. Your dad's feeling sick, this and this and that." Like my mom now comes to me for spiritual shit. And my mom is not devoted, but she knows her son is, and she knows that her son will ride for her. You know what I'm saying? My kids loved her at one point, but I think the ex in-laws have fucked with them about it. So oh my god. People don't understand two toes. Again, she'll come around. I promise she will. She will come around. I promise. My mom did. My mom, when she found out, ay, acoméndate a Dios. Like, like she went off on me. And I was like, whatever. And over time, she saw the change in me, and she respects it now. My son is 9 now too, and he loved her. But his mother and that other side of the family have discouraged them from it. Scuba Steven, I'm sad by it, but I'm not gonna ever push my spirituality on either of my two kids. You know what I mean? Like they're what. Thank you, Bree. May be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. Oh, by the way, whoever gave me that galaxy, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I didn't see what it was. Thank you so very much for the gifts. I do appreciate it. Oh, well, that's good. Well, you got questions, you got answers, right? All right. Well, that's beautiful. So look, let me get going on the next part of today's teaching. And this is La Santa Muerte's daily teaching series, all right? So this is, if you're new to this, please understand that you guys can learn here, or if you're curious, this is where you come and learn. Oh, look, Abby. Hi, Abby. So thank you for the follow, everybody. Thank you, Adi. Thank you. All right, look, I'm gonna pause or stop the comments for a second while I go ahead and do this next portion of the teaching, okay? So this is so that when I'm doing this, people don't come in and talk shit because people tend to do that. So, we try to conserve the energy. So here we are. If you're a subscriber, obviously you can comment, and if you want to subscribe to talk shit, go ahead. Fuck it. If you want to be negative, you can pay for it. All right, here we go. La Santa Muerte Daily Teaching Series, Day 9, How She Chooses Her Devotees. Today, we're talking about something very personal, very misunderstood, and very real. A lot of people ask, did I choose her or did she choose me? Today, we're going to answer that honestly, without ego, and without fear. Take a breath, clear your thoughts, and let's begin. Today's teaching, how she chooses her children. Let me let me say this clearly. Not everyone who is curious about her is meant to walk closely with her, and not everyone who walks with her planned to. La Santa Muerte does not recruit. She does not advertise. She does not force herself on anyone. She responds. She moves toward people whose souls already understand what death represents. Number one, she is drawn to those who have known suffering. Many of her devoted children share one thing in common. They've suffered deeply: loss, betrayal, poverty, abandonment, illness, violence, isolation, being misunderstood. People who have faced death closely, physically, emotionally, or spiritually often feel her presence early in life, not because she caused the pain, but because she understands it. She walks with those who have been to the edge and survived. Number two, she chooses those who live in truth. La Santa Muerte is not drawn to fake people. She is drawn to honest souls, people who admit their flaws, people who don't pretend to be perfect, people who take responsibility, people who face consequences. If you lie to yourself, she will correct you. If you live in truth, she will protect you. This is why some people feel uncomfortable around her and her energy, because truth makes them feel uneasy. Number three, she often enters your life during a crisis. Many devoted children didn't find her. They met her during a breakdown, a loss, a dark night, a dangerous moment, emotional collapse, spiritual confusion. She appears when you feel alone, when no one else is listening, when life strips you down. That's not coincidence. That's recognition. She shows up when you are ready to change, or when change is unavoidable. Number four, not everyone who honors her is a devotee. This part is important. You can respect her. You can honor her. You can light a candle. You can say a prayer. That does not automatically make you one of her devoted children. Devotion is not curiosity. Devotion is consistency. Her devotees feel a pull they can't explain, a sense of responsibility towards her, guilt when they neglect her, peace when they sit with her, correction when they drift, protection during danger. Devotion changes your life. It's not casual. Number five, she tests before she commits. Yes, she tests you, not to punish, but to see if you're serious. Tests may come as silence, delays, emotional discomfort, challenges, inner resistance, lessons that force growth. These tests are not meant to scare you away. They are meant to ask, are you here for truth or comfort? Those who stay become stronger. Those who run were never meant to stay. Number six, she does not care about status or image. She does not choose based on money, popularity, appearance, religious background, education, reputation. She chooses based on spiritual honesty, emotional depth, strength through pain, ability to grow, willingness to be corrected. Death sees everyone the same. That's why she resonates with the forgotten, the judged, the marginalized, and the misunderstood. Number seven, only she claims you. Once she claims you, you feel it. When she truly chooses you, there is no confusion. You feel emotional attachment, loyalty, responsibility, a sense of being watched over, protection during danger, correction when you're wrong, peace when you speak her name. You don't feel owned, you feel guided. You don't feel controlled, you feel protected. Number 8, you can walk away, but you never forget. Here's a hard truth. Some people step away from her. Life pulls them in another direction. But once she truly touches your life, you never forget her. Even years later, her presence lingers. She doesn't chase, she waits. And if you return sincerely, she receives you without resentment. What all of this means for you, ask yourself honestly, did I find her or did she find me? Do I feel responsibility or curiosity? Do I feel peace with her or fear? Do I feel corrected when I stray? Do I feel protection in hard moments? Your answers tell you where you stand. There is no shame in any answer. Everyone's path is different. Signs to watch for. After today's teaching, you may notice feeling emotionally connected to her, reflection on past hardships, remembering moments she protected you, feeling gratitude or loyalty, feeling called to deeper devotion. These are signs of recognition and alignment. Before we close, remember this. La Santísima Muerte does not choose lightly. She chooses those who can handle truth, who can grow through pain, and who are ready to walk a path of responsibility under God Almighty. If she has chosen you, it is because your soul is strong enough to walk with her. Come back tomorrow to learn how she warns, protects, and corrects her children. Under God Almighty and La Santa Muerte, we continue. All right. What do y'all think about that one? You guys like that teaching or not really? What do you guys think? Give me some feedback. I feel that when she's with you, you know, there's nothing to question. There's nothing to ask. There's nothing. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. All right. Let's break it down. I always felt there was something with me. Since fucking I can remember, I didn't identify it. I guess I could have said she's always been with some people. But when you find her, when you recognize who she really is, that's the moment where you can make the connection. But I guess there's some of us or some people that maybe have had her energy strong since birth. So again, this is confirmation for a lot of you. And it's something that you should really pay attention to. She chooses or we find either or, it's great. You know what I'm saying? Nah, she don't chase like that. I'm gonna say this. There's somebody that called me a few days ago, and they haven't been with her for over 10 years. And they came back to her, and she shows signs, because there's always signs, glooming son. There's signs. Like she might appear in a dream. She might show up in visions, but it's for you. If you don't take the calling, she's not gonna chase you. Like it's only gonna go for so long, and they'll be all right. That's it. She chooses her energy. She shows up in dreams and all that stuff. And again, she will be doing that. But if you refuse the calling, it's gonna come to a stop, and you won't hear from her again until you go to her. If you don't think you're ready, that's good spiritual maturity. So I applaud you, because this is something that you shouldn't take it lightly. So when you're ready, you might revisit it, but you know she's there. And once you've been with her, it doesn't matter how much time elapses, she stays with you. Her energy is constant. Again, this person had been away for over fucking like a long time, and they came back to see how they could reconnect. And I told them that this is why. This is how you do it. And it's simple. It's saying, yeah, I fucked up. I'm back. You know what I mean? You just be honest with it. Thank you so much, Vanessa. It's a test, a girl named Jewel. But again, when you speak her name, you feel that confidence and that comfort. Hey, with what? Hey, with why does she show up in her form? What was that question? I'm sorry. Well, she's calling you Scuba Steve. I mean, with a cool name like that, anyone will call you shit. Uh, I would go with the white one first, two toes, or even a seven color one. The white one is the softest one to open up with. You don't gotta give her shit every day. That's a misconception. All you gotta do is say thank you for this day. Thank you, Santa Muerte. It's not even that serious. As long as there's something that you say, hey, Santeria is way different. You don't gotta give. I'm a broke motherfucker, glooming son. I give her what I can, not what. Again, that's a misconception. You don't gotta give her anything. If you want to give her flowers and you can't afford it, you go outside and get her a dandelion. She's gonna fucking love it. Like if you can't afford to give her nothing of riches or of value, you give her a prayer. That's it. Thank you, Madre, for this day. Simple. It doesn't have to be all drawn out. It could be 5 seconds of your day, just an acknowledgement. It doesn't have to be like this, right? It doesn't have to be. It grows into it sometimes because devotion does grow. But I've given her rusty nails because I feel called to give it. I've given her like candy, fucking tobacco. There's times where I can't give her nothing and she understands. You give her water. Gold represents, I think, more than just abundance. There's something spiritual about gold. There's something deeper about gold that goes beyond abundance. But people usually put gold for abundance. I think that's a spiritual fucking connector. It's like a fuse. Gold is. But most people put it on her altar for just like, they want more money or some shit. That's all you gotta do, Maida. That's all. Nah, she won't punish you, but you'll remember, glooming son. Again, depression is something that she can help you with. It's not what you think. I don't know. We should talk about a girl named Jewel. Perfect. Again, you can give her coffee. How much does coffee cost? You can give her water. How much does water cost you? You can give her attention. That don't cost you shit. You don't got to give much. I'm telling you, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. I promise you. Here's the thing is, I promise you this. If you give her a rock you found on the road because you wanted to give her something, she will take that rock and love it. I've done that shit before. I found rocks. I found sticks. I'm like, oh, she would like that. I don't know why. And I bring it fucking home like a cat brings home, like a dead mouse, or a dog brings you a stick. Like that. If you don't give her nothing, then you don't give her nothing. As long as you give her attention. How do you educate? Right here, Scorpy 916. I think right here, go to all my videos that show you like the beginnings of stuff. Spend time with her. Yo, it could be the smallest thing. I was walking, and I always say this. I always say this story. One day I was walking through the parking lot, and I saw a rusty nail, and I kicked it out of the road so people wouldn't get a nail stuck into their tire. When I got to my car, something made me go back to get that fucking rusty nail, and I went, I got it, put it in my pocket, and when I got home, I put it on the altar. I don't know why that nail came. Here, mama, this is for you. Don't know why. That's what I felt. La vida de la muerte. Gracias, Angélico, por ese recado. It could be anything. You could find a fucking, you can put a Jolly Rancher on her fucking altar. You can put coffee grounds on her altar. You can put dirt on her altar. You can put sticks on her altar. You can put dandelions on your altar, water on your altar. All those things will cost you minimal money. You can put pennies on her altar. You can put whatever you can find that comes from right here. That's it. That is it. As long as it comes from right here, that's all she fucking cares about. As a father, as a dad, as a parent, whenever my kids made me some fucking art project, it was the most beautifulest thing because it came from their little hands and their little heart. Shit. You know what I mean? Like she's like that. They brought it with devotion. That's beautiful. You can say a prayer in her honor. She'll accept it. It's the intention. It's the intention exactly, Silena de la Vega. So, can she turn on you? She will never turn on you. She can give her back to you. If you go against her teachings or her energy, she won't turn on you, but she will cut the energy off. People that do really fucked up shit to people, sometimes they get their access revoked. She don't abandon you. She just takes away your privileges, if that makes sense. Thank you so much, Two Toes. I mean, Chris, my bad, Chris. I'll try to remember your name, Chris. Thanks, Chris. Beautiful. You see, all that kind of stuff. But she's not evil. It's people that are evil. Baneful witches work with San Judas, with God, with any energy. That don't speak about her. That speaks about them. Anyone that's a baneful witch will use any energy they can. And again, these energies, like her, she embodies both the good and the bad. She embodies both, light and darkness. And she will let you do malicious things because she's a mother, but everything comes with a price. When people do bad things, I know witches that have. Oh, awesome, the Calizonian. Let's get more. I've seen people that do works that have a bunch of animals at their house, cats, dogs, because constantly they're dropped dead because they do fucked up shit. And she comes and collects. If you see a practitioner with like 12 dogs and fucking 50 cats, it's because those cats are going to die and those dogs are going to die because they do fucked up shit. And God allows you to do bad things. So it's free will. God encompasses both good and evil. Everything is good and bad. That's what people don't understand. God encompasses everything. You think God doesn't have that negative energy? Everything stems from him. Everything is allowed. Again, God gives us free will to choose good or evil. God gives us free will. And a lot of people choose the easy route. Oh, I'm already here. I've gone toward. I stayed here. Again, Alejandro Flores, if this ain't for you, you can respectfully leave. This is a place where people are trying to learn. And again, we talk about God here. So if this ain't for you, I'm going to ask you to respectfully leave if this doesn't fucking tickle your fancy. All right? Respectfully, that's it. I'm not here to argue with people that are going to be one-sided or closed-minded because, all right, I'm going to block you because no one asks you for your opinion. People are here freely. I don't need people coming in acting holier than thou when I bet you your ass probably fucking isn't godly at all. So I don't need it. Again, I try to be respectful. Yeah, kick rocks. It's not a big deal. I have always uplifted God's name here. I will continue to do so. And there's many roads to perdition. I've said this many times before, and I'll keep saying it. Catholics and Christians think they have a fucking ownership over God. They don't. Yeah, I mean, look, I like when people say God loves you because he does. Thank you, Kathy. May be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God always guide you. Thank you, Kathy. When people say God loves you, a ver, what's the lesson, Manuel? I mean, what's the message? When people say God loves you, I accept it because God loves us all. But when people start getting so fucking pushy with their beliefs, like no one asked you, you don't gotta be here. Keep it moving. Not a big deal. When people come here, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Ariel. May be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God always guide you. Thank you. When people come through here, I try to be as polite as possible, but I don't go to no one else's lives and be like, your God is fake. That's not what we do. We people that respect death respect everybody. That's a common thing amongst devoted children. We are very respectful because we know we're all in the same fucking boat. We are all in the same fucking boat. I respect everyone as long as they respect me and my beliefs. Yeah, no disrespect to the religion. Beautifully said, Scuba Steve. But people, that's different. That's something different. We have to be, we got to be respectful of everything. And people think, oh, Ira, they worship death. They're fucking evil. Nah, we're the most fucking humble motherfuckers around. And we're the most balanced. The true people that are guided by her, we're so fucking balanced. We are balanced. And she's made me more balanced because I used to be a fucking hot mess. So she's giving me a fucking like that. She's taking away the evil. She's taking away that vengeful thing. She's taking away that fucking let's go shoot motherfuckers up mentality. You know what I'm saying? She can't be all bad if she turns people like me into this. That's all I'm saying. I think they're one and the same measures, Gemma. I think Hecate and Santa Muerte and Anubis and all these energies are the same energy, just packaged differently. And again, I'm not saying that she humbles us. Thank you. She humbles us. She makes us understand that we ain't shit because at the end, we all fucking end up in the same fucking hole and that's it. She humbles us. She makes us understand what life is really meant to be. It's a transitional state. It is a state where we earn our stripes and hopefully can ascend. Anyways, I'm so sorry that I went off the subject. Any questions on today's teachings? Any questions at all? Any comments? Anything of that nature that goes with today's lecture? Or are we good on that? Yo, we are a mere speck in time, Chris. I've always said that. No matter how big I think I am, I'm gonna be not even a blip in the time space continuum. You know what I'm saying? I am not that guy that thinks I'm I'm not that guy. I'm not that. I don't take myself that serious. Like I know I'm a connection. I ain't shit without her and God. I know that. I know that. I don't walk around with like, oh, I'm too big for my britches mentality. I don't. Bro, if people remember my teachings for 50 years after I'm gone, I'm going to be fucking excited as fuck. Because hopefully my words stay in fucking YouTube and in TikTok. And maybe after I die, people will still see they look at this idiot. Oh, and then be like, oh, there's some truth to that. You know, hopefully that's my biggest fucking dream is to be remembered a little bit after I'm gone. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't ever use a lighter. I always use just like, cerillos. I don't ever use a lighter. I don't know why. Oh, I know what you're saying. I never use a lighter. It's always got to be a matchstick for me. That's what I was taught. I was told that it's the natural thing of, this is the natural way of lighting a fire, or the most natural way you can. When it's a lighter, wood. I don't do lighters. I never do lighters. I never use lighters for spiritual work. Never. If I'm lighting a candle fucking for outside for the mosquitoes, I don't give a fuck what I use. If it's a candle for spiritual purposes, it's got to be a fucking match for me. It's got to be a match. Thank you so much, Joseph Ventus. Hopefully I got your name right. If I don't, I apologize. All right, so we're good on today's lesson? We good on it? And I'm gonna say something that most people don't know. If you guys do light a veladora, when you're done, you gotta break the glass. Don't throw it away together. Don't blow it away whole. I'll always break the glass because you gotta break that energy so nobody has your energy. You know what I mean? Because we put so much intention in that glass that people could use that energy against you. So I always break every veladora. I don't throw it in the trash hole. I smash it. That's something you got to learn to do. People don't do that. Learn to do that. Whenever you're done with your veladora, you take the glass off and smash that bitch. Break it. You don't throw it in the trash complete. You never should. There's so much energy that we put, so much intention, so much love, so much emotion in these items that they can use it against you. Yes, I never, never, ever, ever throw it away complete. Never. Always break it, smash it, whatever, but never throw it away complete. Um, you don't have to listen to me. That's just my way of saying, hey, sorry. Yeah, the candle. Always break the glass part of it. I never throw it away whole. It has too much energy. Like there's so much intention, so much hope, so much fucking faith in it. Yeah, let's get more and subscribe. Thank you so much. Um, Look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you find Santa Muerte or how she finds you. It's what comes after: the love, the communication, the intent, the devotion, the growth, the help, the protection, the abundance, the feeling of never being alone. All that stuff comes with it. I'm not saying that if you find her or she finds you, it don't fucking matter. Love is love, however you find it. Some people be like, she chose me. I'm better than you. Nah, it don't matter. Love is love. However you found her or she found you, it don't matter as long as you made that love connection. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Always be that person. It doesn't matter. I place it in the bag. I'm gonna tell you, I have dogs, and I usually use the when I get veladoras, I put them in the dog food because it's pretty thick, and I got a hammer and I smash them in the dog food bag because it's pretty thick and the glass doesn't really pierce the dog food bag. So I break them in there, and that's how I do it. Um, and I'm gonna say this: whatever you use for your spiritual work should only remain for your spiritual work. Like my hammer that breaks the glasses, it's only for that. I don't use it for anything else unless it pertains to Santa Muerte or my altars. Like I try to keep it as my tools for spirituality are separate from anything else. Have any? No, not they haven't broke it accidentally. I think that the Virgin Mary image came when the Catholicism thing, and it was a merge of, like I said, she changes for her audience, the death energy does, and I think the death energy became sort of engulfed in what needed to be done in order to continue her life to be venerated. Does that make sense? So because everything was going like sort of religious that way, she sort of changed her garb and made that sort of like outfit change to stay relevant to the times. Just like I feel that every millennia, every culture, every so often death changes to better be accepted by us. So I believe that when the mestizo thing happened, okay, I'll respond back, Stormy. Again, I have no regrets on this that I do. I feel loved. I feel protected. I know this is a phrase that is overused, but I feel blessed. Literally, I feel blessed. I know that term is used so often with today's fucking, social media. Blessed, hashtag blessed. No, I feel blessed. I feel blessed. And again, I may not be balling out of control. I may not be super rich, but I'm content. I'm happy. I get what I need. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it. I really do. Are we mestizos? Yes, we are. We are a mix of indigenous and European blood. At least us that are like Mexican or Guatemalan, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? We're mestizos. Um, I did a 23 and me thing. I'm fucking like half white, pretty much. Half of my blood is European. But I'm not gonna be looked at as a European, obviously. Um, yeah, bro, we're all related, man. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. We're all connected one way or the other. My white brothers and sisters, you should know I'm like 40% white. Like it's if you look at my little fucking thing, I'm like 41% white. I'm like you well, I did a thing called 23 and me before. And it shows all my where my lineage comes from. I am from the world. I'm African, I'm South American, I'm European, I'm I'm all kinds of shit. Like cuz we're all just moving around this planet. Oh, thank you. I don't get I'm like a part African, a part Syrian, a part I'm a little bit Jewish, I'm a little bit Muslim. My lineage, I'm a little bit this, I'm a little bit that. But that's why I think that we're all just rolling around like there's no stolen land because we're all just immigrants going everywhere. So, I got very strong feelings about my lineage. And I think people that have really mixed lineage, like very diverse backgrounds, their spirituality is very strong. Like for example, um, I'm part, let's say, Syrian. They're very religious people. I'm part African. They're a very spiritual people. I'm part, Mexican, very religious people. Like every lineage that I have in my bloodline comes from very, very spiritual people. Like I guess I'm just found out I'm some kind of, native North American as well. Very religious bloodlines run through our veins. So sometimes when we have a bunch of lineages coming and forming together in one vessel, sometimes it just gets like it's a lot of spirituality. Does that make sense? So people that are very diverse sometimes have a lot of spiritual insight because their ancestors stem from every, you know what I'm saying? So the ancestors you carry within you, they're within you. They run through your veins, your DNA. Yup. Do I ever go live with other people on my chat? I have before. But sometimes, it gets into a shot. Like one time I had a live with me, someone that believed in Lucifer, a Christian. Like I had a panel of different people because I wanted to see how we were all the same. And we were. Everyone sort of agrees on the same things and principles. But I wanted to get maybe like a Muslim person and a Jewish person to join that thing so we can really have open dialogue. So I might do that again soon. What'd you ask, Bree? Oh, no, just start introducing her, talk to her, pray to her. It's the simplest things. All right. Again, if you guys want, I'm a little bit Jew too, believe it or not. And I'm 0.6% Jewish, which is crazy. Um, anyways, if anyone needs guidance, like spiritual guidance, I'm available for one-on-one consultations or teachings. Or if there's something you guys want to know in particular, I could add it to my daily teachings. If you guys have something you guys want me to introduce to the teachings, let me know. Inbox me. Right now, we're on lesson number 8 or 9, I think. Go see all of them. Do they cost money? The one-on-ones, look, donations are welcome but not necessary. All right, donations are welcome but not necessary. I work on donation only. I don't have a set price. But if it's one-on-one, donations are welcome but not necessary. Like if you say, "Yeah, man, I'm broke," that's fine. I don't give a fuck. I get it. But again, they don't cost money. But I'm gonna tell you, I sometimes it takes me a while to get back to people. Today, I'm doing all this. I'm gonna give it another day before I get back to working on spiritual stuff because my energy was a little bit off yesterday. So I don't like to work if my energy is not like on all cylinders. The signs are there, Bree. Your intuition is there. You just don't listen to it. I think you need validation from other people. You need validation from yourself. You know it's there. So I think that for the most part, People want validation because they don't trust their instincts or their intuition. If we silence it, everything else, you're gonna see that she hears you. You just don't believe it because it's hard to believe something you can't see. So again, does she hear you? She hears you. You just don't hear yourself because you don't have faith in it, or you don't have faith in yourself. That's a lack of confidence in yourself and intuition. And that needs a change. You know what I mean? All of us, we have strong intuition, we have strong sense of other things, but not strong sense of self. So once we start getting aligned with our spirituality, the strong sense of self, you won't need validation. You're gonna just know. Because once you're in the know, you've achieved spiritual awakening. Once you're in the know and don't need validation from a priest or pastor or anybody, you're in the know, you'll feel it. So again, people like me can only help you get there. Only you can decide when the connection is real. Does that make sense? Thank you for the follow. All right, I'm gonna move on to the final parts of this live because we're gonna go on 2 hours right now, and I gotta get ready and do the Spanish version later. I said Mexican, Spanish version later. But I gotta go to the store because I'm out of dog food, so I gotta go buy some food to feed the dogs, and then I'll come back. Any questions? And again, if anyone wants to donate money today so we can buy Christmas decorations for the altars, inbox me. Nada empty. Al rato regreso. Voy a terminar ahorita con las lecturas y regreso al rato en español. Órale pues. We say what we make the world look around us. If you're miserable, yeah. You have to be good, and good will come around. Like if you are in a constant state of fear or panic or disbelief, your whole world will be a panic, fear, and disbelief. You know what I'm saying? A ver. Okay, so look, I'm gonna pause the comments while I do the readings for tomorrow. So this is what I do every day. All right. So tomorrow, this is for tomorrow. This is a spiritual reading for the collective for tomorrow. All right. So I'm gonna do this for tomorrow. Then I do the birthday reading, the prayer. Then I'll be done for a little bit because I gotta go to the store and I gotta shower because I fucking stink. All right. Spiritual reading for December 13th, 2025. The sun continues its path through Sagittarius, bringing energy focused on faith, truth, and growth. God invites you to lift your vision beyond limits and trust that your life is moving with purpose. This is a time to believe in where you're being led, even if the full picture is not yet clear. The moon in its waning crescent phase, a quiet and an inward time. This phase supports rest, reflection, and spiritual preparation. It's not about pushing forward today. It's about clearing your heart and mind so you can move into the next cycle, lighter and stronger. Silence, prayer, and calm thinking are especially powerful now. Mercury in Sagittarius encourages honest thinking and speaking from the heart. Say what you mean, but with care. Venus in Sagittarius supports love rooted in truth and freedom. Relationships benefit from openness and sincerity. Mars in Sagittarius gives inner courage, but it's best used with wisdom rather than impulse. Jupiter in Cancer turns attention inward, asking you to nurture your emotional and spiritual foundation. Saturn in Pisces reminds you to protect your peace and stay spiritually grounded. Together, these energies support inner clarity, faith-based decisions, and spiritual honesty. Today's energy is quiet, reflective, and spiritually meaningful. You may feel less drawn to action and more drawn to understanding. This is not a setback, it's preparation. God and Santa Muerte walk closely with you today, helping you release emotional weight, old thoughts, or lingering doubts. If you feel tired or introspective, honor that. Stillness today strengthens tomorrow. God says, rest your spirit. What you release now makes room for what I am preparing. Santa Muerte says, I stand with you in quiet moments. Endings are not sacred. Endings are sacred, not empty. Trust that this calm peace is part of divine order. Tarot card of the day, the High Priestess. This card speaks of inner knowing, intuition, and spiritual awareness. You already sense what is right. Listen to that quiet voice. Not everything needs explanation right now. Some truths are felt, not spoken. Affirmation of the day. I trust the quiet guidance within me. I release what no longer belongs in my life. That is for tomorrow's spiritual reading, all right? That is tomorrow's spiritual reading for the collective. Now we're going to do the birthday reading for those born on December 13th, again for tomorrow. I like to post them a day in advance so people can sort of see them before. So if your birthday passed, your birthday's already been done. If your birthday's coming, stay tuned for your birthday, all right? Here we go. Birthday reading for those born December 13th. This year is about expansion, guided by responsibility and faith in action. With the Sun in Sagittarius on your birthday, you enter a cycle centered on growth, truth, and forward movement. You'll feel the urge to break old limits, explore new ideas, and live more honestly. At the same time, this year asks you for intention, growth must be guided, not reckless. God and La Santa Muerte guide you to balance freedom with wisdom. You're learning that real expansion happens when faith is paired with discipline. This year shapes you into someone more confident, direct, and spiritually aligned. Sun in Sagittarius brings optimism, curiosity, and a strong desire for purpose. You seek truth, meaning, and progress in every area of your life. Moon in Capricorn adds emotional discipline and realism. Your focus shifts to long term stability, responsibility, and building something lasting. Mercury in Sagittarius, your thinking clears as the weeks pass. You review old ideas, then speak with more confidence and direction. Venus in Capricorn strengthens loyalty and commitment. Relationships become serious, grounded, and based on trust rather than impulse. Mars in Virgo supports routine, focus, and steady action. Success comes through consistency and attention to detail. Saturn in Pisces teaches emotional maturity, patience, and spiritual surrender. Growth comes from trusting divine timing instead of forcing outcomes. Jupiter in Cancer brings blessings through family, emotional healing, intuition, and inner peace. Tarot card of the year, Temperance. Temperance represents balance, patience, and spiritual alignment. It teaches you to blend faith with action and move at a steady pace. Blessings arrive when you stay calm, centered, and intentional. This is a year to align, not to rush. Days of good energy. January 3rd, 2026, a clear idea or decision bring confidence. March 3rd, 2026, progress in work, learning, or personal goals. May 7th, 2026, a sign or message confirms you're on the right path. July 13th, 2026, a new opportunity opens, trust your instincts. September 4th, 2026, recognition or success from ready and steady effort. Days of bad energy. January 12th, 2026, avoid emotional reactions, pause before acting. February 9th, 2026, miscommunications possible, keep things simple. April 1st, 2026, delays or confusion, wait before deciding. June 6th, 2026, old habits, test your discipline, stay focused. September 13th, 2026, protect your peace, avoid unnecessary conflict. This year is about growing wisely. You're stepping into a more mature, grounded version of yourself, guided by truth, faith, and steady movement. Trust the process, honor your responsibilities, and keep your spirit open. What you build now is meant to last. All right, that's the birthday reading for tomorrow. Now we're gonna do the final thing, which is the prayer for tomorrow, okay? And then we'll wrap it up. Almighty God, on this quiet day, I thank you for the stillness that restores my spirit. Help me release what weighs on my heart and trust the path you are shaping me for. Guide my thoughts with truth, calm my emotions, and strengthen my faith. Santísima Muerte, sacred protector, stand beside me in this time of reflection. Guard my spirit, clear my path, and help me move forward with peace and understanding. Keep me grounded in truth and protected in every transition. Amen. All right, that's the end of today's stuff in English. I'm gonna turn on the comments. All right. All right, I'm gonna bless your tattoo. No, I got it. All right. That was today's lecture, today's lesson. If you guys feel obligated to do something, go like my stuff. Go like it, share it, please. God bless you so much. May you be blessed now forever, Stupid Steve. May you be blessed. Thank you. Yeah, just wait. I got tattoos when I was young and I regretted them, bro. Wait till you're at least 18 to go to a real artist. I don't want you to get some fucked up tattoo that later on you gotta cover up. Most of my tattoos are cover ups because I got them young and stupid, and so don't make the same mistake I made. Wait till you have good money to go to a good tattoo artist so you don't live with regret. All right, my God, your brother, it's tattoo art. Your brother, oh, I need tattoos, Vanessa. I need tattoos. Is he good? Anyways, um, yo, I'm gonna finish up by saying this. If you were chosen or if you found her, it doesn't matter. You are loved. All right. I need some tattoos. I need to get something on my fingers, and I know I need to. I owe her a tattoo, so I'll talk to you. You're a tattoo artist too. I'll drive if it's fuck. I'm just broke, so it's gotta be either really cheap or something like that. All right. I'll look into it, man. Again, everyone, I'll be back. I gotta get ready, go to the store, buy some dog food, buy some things I need here. I'm gonna go stop by a few stores, see if I could afford to get her some Christmas decorations. So if anyone wants to donate to beautify her altars with Christmas stuff, feel free to donate. And many blessings to you. Thank you so very much. Have a beautiful day. Let me know, Vanessa, for real. Let me know. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon if I can ever turn this off because it's stuck. My big fat fingers ain't working. All right, everybody. Thank you so very much. May you be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God always guide you. Done.